In 1822, in Dorchester County, Maryland, a little girl named Araminta Ross was born into slavery. Everyone called her Minty. Her childhood was full of pain. She was beaten, starved, and forced to work in the fields. At just 13, she was struck in the head by an iron weight thrown by an overseer, leaving her with seizures and fainting spells for the rest of her life. But even as a child, Minty dreamed of freedom. When she grew older, she married a free black man named John Tubman, and took the name, Harriet Tubman. But her enslavers refused to set her free. One night, in 1849, Harriet decided she couldn't take it anymore. Alone, with nothing but her courage, she escaped through forests, rivers, and swamps, making her way north, all the way to Philadelphia. She was finally free. But Harriet couldn't rest knowing her family and friends were still in chains. So she turned back south. And then, she kept going back. Over the next decade, Harriet Tubman became a legendary figure on the Underground Railroad, a secret network of safe houses and guides who helped enslaved people flee north to freedom. She disguised herself, traveled at night, and used songs, codes, and stars to guide her way. Each trip was dangerous. If she was caught, she would be killed. But she never gave up. By the time the Civil War began in 1861, Harriet had led more than 300 enslaved people to freedom, including her own parents. She carried a small pistol, warning those she rescued, "You'll be free, or you'll die right here." And she never lost a single person she guided. During the Civil War, Harriet worked for the Union Army as a cook, nurse, spy, and even led a raid that freed more than 700 enslaved people in South Carolina. She became one of the few women, and the only black woman, to lead U.S. troops into battle. After the war, Harriet settled in New York, where she opened her home to poor and elderly people, and fought for women's right to vote. When she died in 1913, she was buried with full military honors, a hero of two great battles, freedom and equality. Glowing Star Lesson: Harriet Tubman showed the world that true freedom is not just about saving yourself, but fighting to save others. Her courage lit a path through America's darkest times, and still inspires generations today.